Welcome to Brokeree Add-On Interview Series. In this series, we sit down with clients, partners, and experts to explore how the industry is evolving and what that means for brokers, tech providers, and any stakeholders alike. Hosted by Brokeree Solutions, these conversations are designed to add value to the financial services space by sharing insights, encouraging collaborations, and unlocking ideas that drive growth and innovation. Whether you are new to the industry or have been around for a while, there is something here for you. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Brokeree Add-On Series. My name is Paulina, and today we are diving into a really exciting topic, AI agents, and how they are shaking up the brokerage space right now. Our today's guest is Katerina Burtsava, Head of Business Development at Think Huge. Amazing to have you with us. If you can please tell us more about yourself and your expertise.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Katerina Burtsava, Head of Business Development at Think Huge, as you already said. We are the proud owners of Forex VPS, FXVM, Algo Builder, Tracker Trader brands, and we also offer cutting-edge AI and different infrastructure solutions. My career spans over 12 years in sales and business development within the IT sector, but for the last 6 years, my focus has been deeply rooted in the fintech industry project. And our clients mainly are brokers, AI sellers, bots providers, different solution providers, basically like CRM, bridge, social trading, PAM providers, and many more. A key part of my work is to establish strategic partnerships built on various type of integrations. This integration helping our partners to streamline the delivery of their products and services to end user, and also, I believe, improve retention rate is actually what has been reported by our clients. A notable example of such integration is our recent partnership with Brokeree. With just one click, Brokeree can offer their clients ready-to-use testing environment. This setup allows clients to start using Brokeree product immediately without them searching for hosting provider for hosting environment or study the installation guide. So everything is pre-configured and ready to use from the start, which makes client onboarding, I believe, much faster and easier. And I want to believe that it's already positively impacted the sales figures in Brokeree. In the last year, my work was with brokers, so was heavily involved AI and leveraging our infrastructure to build, scale, and secure their AI solution projects. And we are seeing very high interest in this area. And today, I would like to share more insights and some specifics that we actually gain from dealing with AI projects.
Thank you so much. And it's great having you and seeing you again. So very exciting, very fresh topic, AI agents. I wanted to start as always very from a base. If you can tell us more about what exactly AI agent is.
Basically, AI is software systems powered by artificial intelligence is booming right now. Everybody talking about this subject. AI agents can perform tasks, make decisions, analyze data without direct human intervention.
It's amazing way of explaining it. Yeah, because very often when people hear AI, they think about something very futuristic, but it's something that is already used in technology, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
For the past 3 years, we see high interest and a lot of projects actually begin from just consultancy, just for asking questions. And then our clients realize that it will improve their business operations, and is how we started actually, because we already have a background by implementing different infrastructure solutions. So adding AI agents in our portfolio was something very natural.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah. So for who would you recommend AI agent? Who is the target group?
Basically, AI agents already transforming fintech and forex industry by offering benefits of various players. So basically, any fintech company can use AI. If company would like to improve their customer service, have some internal business processes improved, also personalization with the customer communication. For example, we have a project with bridge provider where they use AI to enhance liquidity management and also to improve and optimize their trade executions. Brokers, they use AI to automate trading strategies and provide, on some cases, to provide real-time markets insights. So this is very competitive world, competitive industry, I would say. So it's nice to be proactive and offer your clients what they're actually asking for and offer them fast. And when they want answer, give it promptly. So you want to stay competitive, you have to have new products, you have to offer more solution. So yeah, basically the target group here can be any company in the fintech industry that wants to give better service and increase their sales.
Okay, so it's not really related to the size of, for example, brokerage.
Of course.
It doesn't have to be a giant company to start using AI agents. Even smaller brokerages can
Any
start.
size, yes, any size, any jurisdiction, any product. Basically, you want to be competitive. You think you have to stay in market with modern way of handling your clients' request. So yeah, there is no any specifics, I would say, for the company
You mentioned
size.
sorry, you mentioned about different possibilities how AI can be used, but I wanted to ask more specific about the brokers. Why is it so important for them, and what in detail are the opportunities for the brokers with using AI agents?
Yes, I want to separate three core areas here. First of all, what is very important for a broker is to have very good experience in communication with their traders. So traders have to be satisfied and stay with you. And in most cases, they want answers fast. They want communication to be fast without involvement a ticketing system or telling your traders, go watch this video or how to sign up and so on. Just give them answer fast is what they want. So it's crucial here to make your client satisfied. So experience of your traders is the most important. The other thing for brokers is education. Education has boomed really for the last 3 years in trading. And also we see that since COVID and the growth of YouTube and TikTok, the users wants to get answer faster. They want to be educated much faster, but the way they're consuming context now is much different. It's changed a lot. So if a trader can easy type a question and get the answer very fast, why then to be spending hours of watching educational videos or do Google searches if you just can get very fast response. And we believe that brokers trading education for brokers will eventually be done by interacting with their, let's say, traded agent. We will call it this way. And so it will look like basically your trading coach in the pocket.
Amazing. So if you can personalize client experience, it's a really huge step forward.
Yes, of course.
With the client.
The other very important thing here is for every business operation and efficiency of the broker is to save the business time and save money. So this is something very obvious for every business, I believe. And what I think in 5 years, customer support teams in brokers like they look now, it won't exist. Maybe even faster than within 5 years. So broker will all use train AI agents to handle bulk of customer questions. And it will be only a small team of specialists with deeper knowledge, and that will support in the background. So where the agents won't be able to help, they will handle this kind of request. So it will be somehow hybrid roles for the customer support team. Here also support would be able to help with conversion and maybe sales for newly onboarding clients. If you think about brokers out there that have multiple offices, different branches, yes, all over the world, huge teams using different languages, AI trained agents could handle all of that.
Yeah.
And also risk drops here. There is no human risk. It will be removed. So your AI agents will be trained and continuous training and learning, and it's only going to be better and better and more knowledge.
So how can AI agent help with different business cases?
Of course, as I already mentioned, it's customer support, and is what we see lately. We have more and more requests to improve customer support teams by implementing AI agent solution. Basically, here AI agents can be trained on the specific needs of the broker. Also, of course, marketing and sales team can benefit from the implementation of such solution. Risk management assistance, AI agents can also provide with financial trading and market analysis. So basically, it can cover any kind of request. For example, lately we have a project where a broker implemented AI agent as a first line support, so first level support agents, and the only human support was there as a second line, level 2 support. And also they implemented the agent as an AI assistant for educational purposes. So it covered already, different topics, different kind of assistant that can be provided to the clients and also internally.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I didn't really think about how flexible AI can be, in how many spaces it can really help. So where to start? How can a broker know that this product, this service implementing AI agents is even worth the investment?
I think it's not even a question of it's worth of implementing or investment as the first place. It's a question of why on earth you would not be embracing AI already, and the way it will enables your traders and the actually business. And the cost of not getting the ball rolling now, if not already, is way more expensive than the initial investment. The time saving, the cost saving a broker will make is, and hopefully increase the volume as a result, should make clear the return on the investment. So it's not, as I mentioned, it's not a question to do or not, it's actually when and why not,
And
right
why
away
not?
to start study and investigating how to do it.
So what are the main considerations when deciding to include AI agents in terms of different sector, like strategy, budget?
Yes, there are some things to consider, of course. So basically, brokers decide to proceed with the solution. They need to know where they want to implement and what is the purpose. So they want to boost customer help, or they want traders. Yes, they want traders to have educational assistant. Also, they need to decide what group they will be assisting. So it will be all of the clients or any requests that were placed from the website, or it will be just beginners who just sign up and they have questions about the products and so on. So they need this kind of assistant. Or it will be clients that already have deposits and already have some experience with the broker. Or it will be just the VIP group of traders. So all these have to be decided. Also, if a broker would like to consider to help internally, to help people behind the scenes, right? The sales team, marketing team. And once this decided, the broker got that down, they need to decide about the budget, of course, how much they can allocate for this project, because if it will be implemented in different departments for different purposes, of course, it can be quite pricey. But from the beginning, if it will be just maybe support, Of course, it depends on the broker size. So broker have to decide on the budget, considering here that is not only the initial investment, but also maintenance of the project and maybe further upgrades. Also the infrastructure, the hardware actual that will be hosting whole AI model. All these have to be considered when deciding on the budget. Also, as I mentioned, the target group, different kind of traders or all the clients will be served by AI agents is up to the broker. And of course, someone have to be in charge of the project. So there should be a person or the actual team that will be ensuring that the whole thing is working, maintained, and getting better and better.
Mhm. So it's not only about buying a tech. A broker needs a plan, and what you just mentioned, I think, is a very important point. Someone who can really own the project from the inside, so it doesn't lose the momentum while implementing. I wanted to dive a bit more into security. So, as we know, in the financial markets, amount of data, big volumes, informations, it's all very sensitive part. So how can a broker ensure that data and sensitive information are safe when working with AI agents?
Yeah, it's very sensitive topic. Security is very important for broker because they're dealing with many requests. They're keeping clients' data. So we always suggest using a local hosted AI model on a private VPS or dedicated server behind firewalls. This way, all the data remains inside the server. We secure all our servers with the best security available standards in the market. So the data remains only retained on the server. For example, if broker will decide to use a public AI model like ChatGPT or Gemini, then the provider should prevent sensitive information to be sent to those models, and only non-identifiable information is shared, so AI model can give accurate response.
I understand. This is reassuring. I think a lot of brokers can be hesitate to implement AI agents because of the data, but it's very good to know that there are some like solid safeguards in place before they can decide. And additionally, can AI agents protect a broker from scam and fraud?
Yes, of course. Here is some security measures. And as best practice, AI applications should validate and filter every input before it reach the actual AI model. So suppose broker integrates AI agents on their control panel, which they owns, and in that case, the authentication process will be done via user login, so via the session when they're using the control panel. If it's not the case, then the authentication process needs to be done asking the client for the same information as the customer support agent will do. So the security process will be similar. It will be the same. And if there is still doubts, the AI agent just can forward this request, this information to the real agent, to the human, and then this person will follow up. So there is ways to authenticate every request or every user that trying to access.
That's interesting. And are there any also particular regulations that the broker should be aware of before implementing AI agents, like compliance, data protection?
Yes, of course. It's very important as well. I think I said the word important so many times today. But yes, there's some things to consider before implementing AI agent solution or even during the process. Depends on the broker jurisdiction. They should be considered some regulation to comply and implement the AI project. So basically, their data privacy. So we know in EU is GDPR, is MiFID. There are some things should be checked by legal department, of course, and this should be done from day one. That decision was made that yes, we want to have this project implemented. So always keep in mind that legal department should done their job as well before proceeding with any implementation. But as I mentioned, a lot of data is processed by the broker, and specifically in the US and the EU, this is on the high control by the authorities.
Yeah. The thought I have now is that it just not only about what AI can do, but first of all, it needs to do it by the book, right? We need to make sure that it's doing everything by the book. So I wanted to also dive into customization. We all know chatbots, trading bots. What is the difference between AI agent and, for example, chatbots?
Yeah, of course, there is a difference. A chatbot is just simple stateless system that replies to each user message separately using predefined rules or some trained model. There is no memory of past interaction with the client. So you ask a question, you get reply. That's it, and reply based on the data already was put on the system. And AI agent is a more complicated system, is a stateful adaptive system that keeps context across different conversations. It pulls live data. It can make decisions, can call APIs, and also can be trained and improves over time through feedback. And also mention about trading bot here because sometimes people confuse. Trading bot is actual software that follow fixed rule-based strategies to place and make trades on automatic way. And it cannot be adapted or learned because behind this is just hard-coded logic.
Okay, so the comparison is that AI agent is way more than just scripted responses that chatbot does, right? It can really actually learn and adapt, which is like a whole different level in engaging with the clients, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So about the customization, what are the possibilities of customization when dealing with AI agents?
It can be done a lot of things. You can train on a different way. You can customize on a different way. First of all, broker will decide which AI model they will use, and then they will start training it on their own broker data, the data broker owns. There is historical trade logs. There are policy documents. There are customer service transcript. That all this can be pulled for AI agents customization. So this will make the agent understand the specific terminology that used within a broker or specific guidelines. Also, customization can be done by real data integration. So the agent can be hooked up to the live market feeds or your CRM system and internal document repositories. So that way, the agent will give answer based on the latest prices, for example, or if it's CRM system or the client information is already there. If it's hooked up with the documents, then the answer will be given based on the company procedures.
So what you just described, it's training an AI agent, right?
It's customization because you are customization and training because you have to start from something. So you need to pull all the information you have, connect with the internal systems, connect with the market, some systems that dealing with the real data connected to the internet, right? So at the same time, you customize and you train as well because they will need to be at some point live and dealing with the live requests. Yes, so all this data should be pulled in the system. Also, you can customize skills, how your AI agents will behave. You can narrow it, so not using a jargon, use specific terminology that applies on your company. Additionally, multiple interface options can be offered. So if broker launched the agent in the web dashboard, the clients can use it on the client area. Also, it can be used on the mobile application, can be used via voice commands. So there are many different options how you can customize the user experience.
There is a lot of
Yeah.
options. And I'm wondering, let's say a new broker wants to implement AI agents. They are planning to train them well, to customize everything and prepare. Approximately how long this process takes?
Of course, it depends on the volume of data that will be pulled. Then, you train, you pull from my experience, the more information you push is better. The more you apply for your business processes, for your internal data, the more you give, the better. Because the answers that the agents will give, it will be based on these accurate details that you already upload there. So as I said, it depends on the volume. So it can take, for some project, it can take 1-2 months. For some project, it can take 6 and more. It all depends on the size and what you want to achieve, what service you want to provide to your clients. So it depends on that. The project time, the ATA can take different timing. So you cannot predict really. I want to mention here that about the training we mentioned, that some AI agent also can be trained to not to give some specific answers. So you prevent, for example, you give some limitations. So you prevent your agent to give financial advices and only give generic information, generic knowledge. This is very important for the financial companies.
Of course. So the training of AI agents, for me, it sounds like having a new team member. It takes a lot of input, a lot of data, but what we end up with is the tool, the system that really understands your business individually.
Yes, and not only understand that, but know all the details. Like the human being would not know what is latest market feeds, for example, the market trends. You need to just sit and monitor all this information, and I think it's impossible for just one human being. And keep also in mind all the processes of your company and all the details and your clients' data. You need to search for it to give an answer and so on. AI agent just will do it in a few clicks, in a few moments. And also you can test it before it actually go live. You can test it internally by giving some requests, and you will then study what information it gives to see if there is any mistakes, maybe need some improvements, some updates. This can be also done before going live. And of course, going live, you still monitor it. As I said before, you need to assign a team or a person who will be handling the project. So time to time, you need to pull more data so the answers are more accurate, and AI agents can handle the latest data of the company or markets and so on.
Of course. Of course. So Katerina, my last question will be a bit different. We all know that in the financial market, this is a stressful, very fast-paced environment. What personally do you do after work, after a long week, to unwind and relax?
Maybe it's not really relaxing, but it's a pleasure because I'm a mother. So of course it's a family time, it's quality time with my kids, some games, table games, cooking some nice food, and maybe not so relaxing. Maybe for someone
No, for me,
not so
sounds
much
amazing.
not so much fun, but yeah, I really enjoy that, and it's really make me to recharge my batteries, spending a evening and a weekend with my beloved. Yeah,
Yeah,
and this
for
is
me, it
the
sounds
most
perfect, to be
important.
honest. Thank you so much,
Yeah, I'm glad.
Katerina. That was such an insightful conversation. And for me, it's clear that AI agents, it's no longer just like a futuristic idea. It's something that is already shaping how brokerages operate, how they innovate and grow. Do you have anything that you would like to add to the conversation?
Not really. I think we cover every topic, and every question might be there.
So thanks again for joining us and sharing your expertise.
Thank you so much for having me on today's podcast. It's been a pleasure discussing AI Agents project and some of our existing clients project. I hope our conversation was insightful, helpful. And if everyone wants to connect or ask questions, feel free to reach out and can visit our website, thinkhuge.net. And thanks again. And I look forward for future discussions.
Thank you so much. And to everyone watching, we hope that this conversation gave you a better understanding of where the industry is heading now. And first of all, how technology like this is playing a role. Thanks for being with us, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you again for watching and being part of the conversation. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and consider hitting the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Stay tuned for more industry insights, expert opinions, and actionable ideas right here on Brokeree Add-On Interview Series.